Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. It's definitely interesting, it's definitely different. As you can see, I have my spoopy pumpkins background and I also wearing my Freddy Krueger-esque shirt just in the spirit of Halloween. So yeah, I'm gonna get into today's video. It's very weird, you can tell by the title. And today I'm going to be looking up haunted dolls on eBay. I actually got this idea from another YouTuber. Her name is JESSII. I'm gonna link her video below. I didn't watch the whole thing. The first doll alone creeped me out because its name was Abby. And it was blonde and it had blue eyes, and apparently like the spirit died when it was like 23, and I just turned 24, so it shouldn't creep me out that much, but it does. So I decided that I would look up some creepy dolls on eBay for myself. Yeah. I'm a little nervous, but I think it'll be fun. So let's just hop into it. So as you see, we are on eBay. Very nice. There's definitely lots of haunted dolls on eBay, as you can see. In this is ebay.ca. Oh god. These are all Canadian because I'm from Canada, so I just automatically put .ca. I could have put .com. I wonder how many results are on ebay.com for haunted doll. There's more. Oh, but they're the same dolls. Weird. Okay. I'm going to use ebay.com because there is more on there, but I am just going to hop right into it. Oh, it does say like what country they're from, like so from Canada, stuff like that. I definitely want to like read interesting stories about the dolls, or if there's like pictures or something. So this is apparently, oh Jesus, that was terrifying. This is apparently Heather. God, she is creepy. Why is every picture like shaky as hell? Let's read about this doll. My wife and I run Serenity Salvage, a small salvage company helping people empty out their basements, attics, garages, whatever they need. Sometimes that includes estate sales, and there's always a few things that no one wants. Strange things, unusual things, weird and wondrous things. Lilith here, a Lilith's Loft. I first learned of Robert's company when a mutual friend was emptying their garage, some most ordinary, others more extraordinary. It was then that I offered to assist Serenity Salvage with their more unusual items. Not all haunted dolls are possessed by ancient spirits of women wronged and witches lost. Some are more modern. This Holly Hobby Heather doll was very loved by a young girl, also named Heather, whose spirits keeps near. She claims to have died of leukemia and that she loved her namesake doll very, very much. Heather promises to protect any child who loves her doll as much as she did, and one look at her will show she was dearly loved. She radiates a loving, calming energy. May she bring as much joy to her buyer as she did to that young girl. This doll measures 9 inches tall, wearing a floral dress and white pinafore. Due to eBay's strict policies regarding these items, we have to comply and say that we are selling a doll, and all paranormal stories are for entertainment purposes only. Whatever experiences are with this doll remain your own. Well, that's interesting. So this is Heather. Apparently she is haunted. There's no stories or anything behind her, which is interesting. I really don't like how every picture of her is like so super shaky. I think maybe they did that to make it extra creepy. Okay, from the shaky picture, this kind of looks like it's from the same seller. It is. It's from the same seller. Ew, why is it all shaky? I hate these. Like, just show me a picture of her face normally. Like, why are they so shaky? They do that on purpose. This is Priscilla. Contacted the spirit within this doll with my Ouija board. Worst idea ever. One of the first I did in helping Serenity Salvage. There have been many conversations between her and I, and I'm not ashamed to say I'm sorry to see her go. Priscilla is very old, very wise, a witch of considerable power in life, a mentor and advisor in death. She seeks a new home with someone who wishes to learn the old ways, the powers of a witch of the light, who herself lived for nearly 100 years, learning the craft from the old world and the new. To her buyer, I congratulate you. Her wisdom is truly a wealth beyond measure. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again, Priscilla. One day we shall dance together through the stars. This doll measures 16 inches tall, wearing a floral dress and a white pinafore. She comes with a stand. By the way, I'm just gonna say this now. I'm not looking currently for a haunted doll or anything like that. I am literally just looking on here for the purpose of this video. I'm definitely not going to buy any of these dolls. That scares the shit out of me. I would never do that. Haunted doll, Colleen. I need her gone ASAP. Okay, this is the stuff I want to read. This is Colleen. She's definitely creepy looking. See, look at, I like these pictures. Like, they're showing her face like straight up. I have like 6 or 7, maybe more, of like porcelain dolls in my closet upstairs in my old room. And I told my mom, like, I don't want to keep them. I just want to get rid of them. I don't want to keep them, like, they're freaky. Meet Colleen. The first you notice about her are her hauntingly beautiful eyes. Colleen's eyes almost have a sad look to them, and she has been heard several times softly crying. It sounds almost like a whimper. About a month ago, I picked her up to polish the dresser she was on, and there was a single tear falling from her eye. Colleen is approximately 16 inches tall and weighs just under 1.5 pounds. Overall, she's in very good condition, no chips, cracks, etc. If you're serious about bringing Colleen into your home, please know that I bear no responsibility for her actions when she leaves me. When she is yours, you are on your own. The backstory on how Colleen entered into my possession. You know the old saying, looks can be deceiving? Well, that's certainly true in this case. Earlier this year, I decided to stop by an estate sale on my way to work. I spent quite some time browsing and was on my way out of the house when I noticed a huge box in the corner full of dolls. On top of the box was a jester doll. It was one of the most beautiful dolls I'd ever seen. It was very unique and I immediately felt a connection to it. I began to dig through the box looking at the various dolls. When the lady who was in charge of the sale asked me if I was interested in the dolls, I told her I was interested in the jester, and she said I could have the entire box for the same price as the jester doll. I'm not really a doll person, but the offer was too good to pass up. I paid, and just as I was getting ready to pull out of the driveway, the lady ran out to my car with a smaller box and said, "Here, take these as well." I thanked her and thought that I just walked away with the deal of the century. I brought the dolls home, and within days, strange things started happening around my house. At first, it was little things, lights turning on and off, the fan in our living room turning on and off, our TVs turning on and off, etc. I thought it was strange, but didn't equate what was going on with the dolls. Then, in the middle of the night, I started hearing the bells on the jester's feet and hat jingling. This went on for several nights before I decided to put the jester doll in our guest room. I thought I'd solved the problem, but I was wrong. A couple of weeks went by and I came home from a day at work to find several pictures had fallen off the wall, along with our clock and the jester doll sitting on the floor surrounded by the frames and the clock. That was the last straw for me, and I decided to place the jester doll up for auction here on eBay. Once he sold, I thought my problems were over, but I was wrong again. I have come to realize that each of the dolls I bought have a personality of their own and are unique in their own way. If you're bidding on one of these dolls, please know I am not responsible for the actions of the dolls once they are in another's possession. I know I mentioned this above, but I just wanted to make sure potential buyers are fully aware before placing a bid. Vintage haunted suffocating doll. Active, wrapped in plastic. This is literally like, it's such a short thing. It's like, this is one of the several items purchased from the estate of a psychic and paranormal collector. It said that light gasping sounds would be heard when entering and exiting the room this doll had been kept in. She measures approximately 15 inches. Her name is Heather. She's suffocating in factory plastic and arrives to you in the brown shipping box she's always rested in, as pictured, no returns. Creepy, blinking, haunted doll, very active. Okay, let's look this girl up. Let's look her up. By the way, can I just say, when I was coming down the stairs to start recording this, I swear to God, and I'm not joking, I heard some like weird breathing, and I don't know if it was like, I thought it was my dog at first, but at the same time I don't really think it was her, but it was like that's what I heard, and it was really close to me, and I don't know what it was. But for the love of God, if it's a spirit, please don't come after me. That's all I'm asking. So this is the doll. Yeah, that's creepy as shit. Creepy as shit. Ew. That is looking into your soul. See, I want like the creepy ones. I don't want the ones that are like, it's a guardian. Like, I want to look at like the creepy ones. Jesus Lord. That's terrifying. So, this is, I didn't mean to make it that big. This is Montgomery. Oh my God. You look at its feet. Of course, they take pictures of it in the dark, so it's like actual nightmares. This is being sold for $1,000, strictly for collectors with experience. I'm an empath light worker and sensitive to spirit energy. I've been developing and strengthening my abilities and gifts under the guidance of my best friend, Michelle. Michelle is psychic and clairvoyant, amongst other things. We have amassed a wonderful and large collection of vessels spanning over decades and generations. The vessels and other curiosities that we offer are deemed genuinely haunted, enchanted, or paranormal. We have cared over these vessels for many years, and many of them are like family to us. Spirits can attach to dolls or other items such as jewelry, antiques, mirrors, homes, property, or anything that was important or connected to them in life. As to why some spirits choose dolls, we may truly never know, but it is a fact that dolls attract and draw spirits. Possibly because they look human, or because when we keep them, they are loved and admired. We may never know, but it happens and it's very real. The vessels are seeking out someone who believes in them. Some spirits wish simply to remain close to the earth plane and can travel back and forth between realms. Others are lost and need help and guidance to return to the light or another realm. You will feel drawn to the spirit that is meant for you. Our vessels often seem to have a dedicated purpose, or in some cases several. They can teach, guide, and assist. They greatly increase your natural gifts and psychic abilities and help to show us our world from a different perspective. We use various tools to communicate with vessels. You can find what is right for you. Most of our spirits will be responsive to the EMF meter, which I think is electromagnetic force meter. And many have been recorded on a digital recorder we own. I wonder if they have these things called spirit boxes that some people use to talk to spirits. Pendulum dowsing is my preferred tool, as I'm able to accurately tap into my sixth sense and further develop it. We use an array of tools: the board, tarot, and oracle, even crystals. You can pursue communication in any form that works for you. You will experience activity regardless. Be watchful and put some quality time into them. Hold them quietly, light some candles and incense. This is appeasing to spirit and creates atmosphere. We welcome questions, and our priority is to find vessels good homes. We want you and our spirits to have a good experience. We've been very lucky and have met many amazing people through rehoming our vessels. Thank you and blessings. So I honestly don't think a good spirit would come with this doll. Like, look at it. This one looks so human that it creeps me out. This is why I chose it. Look at it. Let me look at, oh my God. First of all, her eyelashes are nuts. Ew, oh my God. I actually hate that. This is on sale for $250. Mel is a 32-year-old white Wiccan witch and high priestess of her coven. She's originally from Florida, but studied her witchery in a school in Germany for 3 years. She had just moved back to the United States to Florida and found a new love. She moved in with him and they were soon married. She loved him so much, but he was an abusive man. He would beat her on the daily. Oh, fucking hell, that's awful. She felt so alone and unwanted. She wasn't very close to her family because her husband had isolated her, so she had nobody to call on. This definitely isn't written well. She practiced her craft while he was at work, and that was the only comfort that she had. She finally got up the nerve to call on her mother and had her to come pick her up while her husband was at work. They packed her stuff and left while he was gone. She was free at last. She had to get a protection order to keep him away from her, and it worked for 2 years. During those 2 years, Mel had become such a happy young lady and was so spiritually connected to the universe. She had grown so much as a white witch and had just made high priestess of her coven. She had finally met a new love that swept her off her feet. She was totally smitten. Within a year they were married and had bought a house in New Orleans. Lots of witchy stuff happens in New Orleans if you did not know. They moved away and were very happy. Mel came back to visit her mother on Thanksgiving, but she came alone due to her husband being away with his new job. She had Thanksgiving and was on her way back home when she stopped at a local gas station to get gas and ran into her ex. He took her keys out of her car while she was pumping gas and held her at gunpoint, making her get into the car with him. He had kidnapped her. He later shot Melinda and left her laying in a ditch. It is such a tragic and sad story, but Melinda's powers live on now, and she is in a very happy and magical state. She's very loving and kind. She loves everyone. She is a very powerful young lady. She has made herself known to me in my dreams. She looks similar to the doll with curly red hair and glasses. She is so mystical though. She has helped me create some very powerful spells since I have owned her. She has helped me grow on my journey as a witch over the years. Melinda is a very positive energy of the white light and will not harm anyone. She will abide by your rules, is in need of a good home to someone that may be on their spiritual journey. She wants to help you. She can help you with things such as spell casting, writing spells, enhancing your psychic abilities, opening of your third eye. She is great for spiritual growth as you can feel her vibrations radiating through this screen as you are looking at her. I keep my dolls in a very sacred area in the woods in my little cabin, and they are fully charged with nature's mystical energies as well. Melinda has been in many of my tarot readings for others, and she really enhances my readings. She has communicated with me in my dreams. EVP, is it telepathy? I never know how to actually fucking pronounce that word. I know it's like you're telepathic, but is it telepathy? Telepathy? Use telepathy. I've even heard her verbally chanting spells with me during my full moon rituals. Her presence is very intensifying. She's also very active when I have her in my home. She loves the sunlight, so she is always raising my window blinds. She loves TV, so the channel seems to end up on Lifetime a lot. She's an amazing singer as well. I have heard her singing at times. She also seems to enhance your luck as she worked with Abundantia and Lakshmi. So our second last doll is named Amelia. This is what she looks like. Okay. Ew, oh my god, that is so creepy. There's a bug on her eye. Oh my god, she's on a fucking Ouija board. Don't do this. Why are you people? No wonder she's haunted. You literally have her on top of a Ouija board. Meet Amelia. Amelia is very melancholy and in need of a loving home. Amelia is an active little thing. It took her a few moments to open up to me about her past, but once you get that little girl talking, she won't stop. She passed as a little girl, only 8 years old. Her father, Stanley, was an alcoholic and mother passed when she was an infant. Stanley was very abusive and constantly mistreating poor Amelia. Amelia decided she was tired of being mistreated and ran away from home. She had been on her own for 3 days. She was highly dehydrated when she bent over to get a drink of water from the creek. Her arm got caught on a rock and she tried to hold on, but it broke. Unfortunately, Amelia was pulled into the current. Amelia couldn't pull herself back up from the current. Water filled her lungs and before she knew it, she was dead. All Amelia wants to have is a home that will show her unconditional love. Her spirit's attached to this doll in hopes that she maybe one day find someone who will love her. She's very active. Her facial expressions change all the time. She loves to turn music on and also loves watching TV, so no need to be alarmed. Many blessings, love and light. Okay, so this is our last doll. I haven't even peeked at the story yet, but I thought that it sounded cool. So this is our last doll for the day. She is a nun doll. She is possessed, haunted, moves and hides objects, and she's a trickster. So this is what she looks like. Why do they all have the creepiest eyelashes? Oh my god, look at her from the back. That is so creepy. If you guys want to see any of my dolls that I own, I will show you them in a video maybe this month. Just comment down below and let me know if you want to see some of my dolls, because I definitely have a couple. Let's read about this doll. This is like huge font. About 4 months ago, I listed one haunted doll that I'd gotten from a lady who had 3 dolls. Soon after I listed her, I kept getting emails from people who had their own stories of haunted dolls. In that listing, I explained my background in paranormal research, so they had questions and wanted advice. I have been sent several dolls so far. I was just going to store them here, but the energy is just way too much for one home. I cannot keep them all here. I'll continue to accept them, but they will be moved forward to other people who know what they are getting themselves into. This is one of them. All haunted dolls will be priced to discourage curiosity buyers. Sorry, but these are real entities and energies. They can and will cause potential harm in negative cases, unless otherwise indicated. Some are good or positive energies. Up for debate. This particular doll comes from an estate on a small farm community town in DE, which I'm guessing is Delaware, where I am currently visiting. I was shopping in a local metaphysical shop, and when I mentioned that I have an interest in haunted dolls, the lady there told me I should go to her sister's estate sale. She had the perfect doll for me. She bought this nun doll because her great aunt was a nun and thought she thought it was cute. Then she started misplacing her keys and shoes and other random things. She would look for it where she left it, but it wouldn't be there. Then she would come back, and it would be right where she first thought it was. She lives alone with no pets, so she has no idea why it kept happening. She would joke and say, "Blame Sister Mary." It became less funny when it was the doll itself that moved one day. It had been on the bed in the spare bedroom upstairs. It's always there. One day she came home from church and it was on the couch. She was so spooked after that. She said it was facing the door as if waiting for her to come home. That lady has since passed away about a month ago. It is her sister that ran the estate sale and told me all about the doll. She said she always got a creepy feeling from it and wasn't sure what to do about it, so she was glad that I would move it along. I also asked how her sister passed. She said she fell down the basement steps and hit her head. Sister Mary. This is her. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Like I said before, if you guys want me to show you my dolls, I really love filming like these creepy, spooky videos. If you guys have any ideas for me, please leave them down below. Like honestly, I would love to know your ideas. I would love to know what you want to see from me. I hope that you're enjoying the October video so far. There's definitely more coming your way. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like. Also, subscribe if you are not already. I would love to have you guys part of like the little family over here. If you guys want to follow any of my social media, all of that is listed down below. And the same with my Discord channel, which is great if you want to like know other members of the community. You can sit and chat. It's nice and fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Stay spoopy. Bye.